Boom! Hey everybody, it's your boy Mr. Stud89 here, back with another daily upload, as normal, just like I always do. And basically what I'm here to do today is to discuss with you guys, a tale of woe, a bad thing that has occurred to me. Now, am I proud of it? No. Could I wish I could change it? Yes, but can I? No. So that's what you gotta do sometimes. This is the story of how I got into my first car accident. It all started at, right after I left work. I work at Chick-fil-A. Many of my subscribers are aware of this, that I do work at Chick-fil-A, yes. And what happened was, I was working a bit of an early shift from 3 to 6. From 3 to 6, I get off of school at 2:10, so I am booking it home to be able to make it work on time at 3 freaking p.m. 3 to 6, a 3-hour shift. Anybody can do it. And I was on register the whole time. And register is such a simple position, anybody can do it. Like we have some people at our store that are below the average IQ, without a doubt. They can easily do it without, no doubt in my mind. They are able to accomplish this easy task of register. But for some reason, I was the most optimal person to do it. Like nobody else, everybody was covered. I was the only person available to do it. Freaking whatever. 3 to 6. I have my first indoor soccer game. I'm in indoor league, one of the best strikers they have there. I'm pretty crucial to the team. Anyway, I have my first game tonight at 6:30. 6:30, and I get off at 6. And my work, not even close to where I'm supposed to be headed. I'm in for a doozy. So I get off of work, finally, 5 minutes later than I should have, which is some bullcrap right there. Book it to my car, change into my outfit that I am needed to, and I'm off. I'm off to go play some soccer, play some football, And I'm moseying along there, driving my car, bumper to bumper traffic. It's packed, Everybody, for some reason, decides now is the best time to go out on the streets and drive. They think, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna go and drive, so to block up the road. That's what's happening. So I'm driving along. When you're driving, every once in a while, there'll just be a break. All right, a break in traffic, and you'll be able to move at a normal speed for about a solid 10 seconds before you get stopped bumper to bumper again. We were in one of those periods, all right? So this car in front of me was driving, and I'm focused, I'm just like, man, I just need to get to this destination. I know I'm already late, I was already expecting to get there at like 6:30 on the dot, but I'm like, I can be a little late. I got some leisurely time, I got some lean time. But, that just didn't even happen. I didn't even get to experience it. You know why? It's one simple reason. Because this dude in front of me is a complete retard and the stupidest person to ever walk the planet Earth. Because we're driving along, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, he just screeching horn. I'm pretty freaking sure his car skid because how detrimentally he pounded that brake down. I got some pretty decent reactions. I'm not saying I got the best reactions in the world, but I'm decent enough. And he just was not quick enough to slam on my brakes enough. Because we just started the gap, We just started the 10-second window of free time, free driving. So I'm going, slam on my... and I'm behind him. And then... just that freaking collision. That's all it took. So, the second we collided, instantly, without a second of rest, I just am just yelling. I'm just like, this is some freaking bullcrap right there. I was just like, no! I did like that, but obviously the anger was intensified by 1 trillion times. All right, so that's what happened. All right, so that took about 1 second. That whole me screaming and getting pissed off took about 1 solid second, and I get out, and my first reaction was not to look at the car to see if it was damaged. It was to look ahead of them and to see why they stopped. And I look ahead of him. There is not a car in sight. I'm telling you, the next nearest car that was in his lane in front of him was at least 500 feet or more, probably more ahead of him. And, maybe saying, oh yeah, they just traveled that distance while I had my 1 second of screaming. But, unless they were going at like 600 miles per hour, they can't really get that much farther without me having a decent judge of where they were when he slammed on his brakes. And according to my calculations, he was at least like 75 feet ahead of this car that slammed on their brakes. So I'm thinking to myself, what is this Joker doing, man? Like, are you freaking joking me? So I go over to his car, pissed off, but gotta consult myself, gotta make myself look good and holy, carrying a Bible around, make it seem like it was not my fault. Obviously it was, and I just peek into him, and I said, "Hey man, you all right?" He just looks at me. Yeah, man, I'm straight. Soon as I peeked my head into that window, just the fumes engulfed my nose of pure cannabis, pure THC marijuana. He was high. There was no doubt in my mind he was high as a biscuit right there. You know, he was so freaking high when I was talking to him the entire time. Whew, so freaking high. Like, Darwin, no, not Darwin. What am I talking about? Stephen Hawking came up with this theory of infinite universes, and there's a infinite universe, and with every possibility. That's where he is right now. He's in a universe where, every guy, every human on Earth is, a big walking penis. That's all they are. The whole body is just a penis. That's where he is right now in the current state that I hit him. So I'm pretty mad. I'm like, dude, you high? I didn't say it. I was just thinking. And he just gets out of his car. He has no real teeth, all gold. Pretty much all gold teeth. Which I'm like, cool. You biting gold or, something? I don't know, it's pretty stupid. But, what are you doing, man? He's just, we exchange information. I call up my papa. Hello. Hey, Dad. I got in a wreck. He said, okay, I'll be on my way, because I told him where I was. And then before, I think he meant to hung up, but I still heard him like put it in his pocket, and I just hear him yell, honey, he got in a wreck. So I'm just like, God, you couldn't have hung up first. You couldn't. I had to hear that, so I heard it. And then he comes here finally, and he says, hey, how you doing, when he meets him. All that jazz. Gets to know me, exchange information. Of course, his car is completely fine. His bumper, a couple bumps, dent scratches, nothing a few, $50 won't solve. Now, my car, like an accordion, back, it's pretty bad. But, it could have been worse. But it just really pissed me off that my first accident was with some dude who couldn't even say his name, probably, because he was so high. And we didn't call the police the whole time. I was talking to him. I was like, hey, you want to call the police? He was saying, nah, I think we're good. I think we good. Probably because he knew he was going to freaking jail if the cop came. He would have smelt it a mile away. So that's what happened. That was my first accident. Some faggot, I'm pretty sure his name is like Nikiwa Makatsuku. No, like his first name was like Nikiwa or something. Never, no way I'll ever see a name like that ever again in my whole life. But that's what happened. That's my freaking story, and I am pissed off, man. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get him back. I'm not really gonna get him back because I'm probably getting more trouble than I really do. But I'm just thinking about, man, if he was right in front of me right now, I would just rip his head off and just eat it for supper for the next week. That's what I'm thinking to myself, but I can't do anything. So anyway, fellas, there's another story for you. There's my tale of woe, the tale of the THC demon. That's him, the THC demon. And that's what happened. You can't change it. You can't do anything about it. You just gotta roll with it. He's always rolling with the flow. He's just going with the flow because he believes he is part of the flow. Because he's so high. I don't even know anymore. I'm just so mad. And I just felt like I needed to tell you guys, my daily upload for the day. I need to make it something interesting. So, that's everything I wanted to tell you guys. Again, guys, the best subscribers ever. Feel free to leave a comment down below what you think of the situation, like what I should do differently, what I should have done, and what I should improve on. Oh, by the way, I didn't even mention to you guys, my team won. So they won our very first game. I wasn't even there for it, and that's just feeding the flame. That's just more logs into the burning inferno inside me. I can't do anything, so I'm gonna go, you know, go probably skin a cat or something, relieve some more stress. And I hope you all fellas have a fantastic day. You know, have a good day. And most importantly, one thing I can teach you about this is that don't drive behind people that are high on marijuana because you are going to get in an accident without a shadow of a doubt. So this is me, Mr. Stud, 89, my daily upload for the day. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another daily upload. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.